What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? We see we got here Marvin from Marvin Sports and Life, episode 74. This thing is on the move, the movement to keep growing, and keep growing, and keep growing. I got a special guest here, Mr. Dante Jackson. Man, me and Dante go back. Um, if you guys are coming on in, you hit that like, hit that share button. We're gonna give it a few seconds to let everybody come on in. Give it a few seconds, let everybody come on in. Hey, if you ain't here, just don't watch it. Make sure you share it, tell a friend, and then keep this thing going.
Oh man,
Uh, man, what's going on with you, Dante? How you feeling, brother?
man, we finally got on this thing. It took some time getting here, but we here now,
Hey, we got it. Hey, it's called technology, brother. It's something else, man.
man. Yeah, I
So
feel.
as you guys can see what the title says, it says Chef Jock. You guys know us from the Bowman, Orangeburg County area. We know Miss Dante. So and we also want to thank him. We're going to salute him, thank him for being a veteran. We set this up. This is Veteran Month. We're not gonna call it day. We're gonna call this Veteran Month. So I want to have a veteran on here who could tell us his experience and how he transitioned into being a cook, as you guys see in the description above. So Dante, let's tell the people who is Dante and where is he from. We're gonna start from the beginning.
First of all, you call me a cook, and Mike said chef. So we're gonna
Chef,
yeah,
chef.
top. So yeah, but I'm from Bumble, South Carolina.
Hold on. Hey, your mic got a lot of feedback just now.
Uh, I'm from Bowman, South Carolina. How that sound, I guess.
It's giving a computer. It's giving like computer vibe. I don't know what it's got going on.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Can you hear me now?
Uh-uh.
You
I
hear me?
don't know.
Shit, man. We live right now. See, this is the part out. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to tell you, man. Is it my voice? You want to drink some water or what, bro?
Hold on. Let's give it a second. Let me see what it sounds like on Facebook. I don't know why is it sounding like that. Okay, you good. You good. You good. You
Okay,
good.
got
All right. Okay, so that's start from the beginning. We had a little technical difficulty, so let's start from the beginning.
you. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm from Bumble, South Carolina. I went to school with Marvin in elementary school. Uh, Played football.
Mhm.
Just a typical guy from Bumble, man. I don't do that
Okay.
for bro, but
Ah,
go on.
hey. I ain't gonna let you. I ain't gonna let you do that to yourself, man. Let me tell you about. Let me tell you, we laugh about it. Be the funniest things. For those who went to Bowman with us, I never forget this, Dante. You probably remember the grade. It was probably third, because I came to Bowman in third grade.
Yeah,
So it might be third or fourth grade. I remember when, now I might get them mixed up. You can help me out.
go ahead.
You and your brother, y'all came to school. One of y'all had the Jerry Stackhouses and one of y'all had the Grand Hills. Now, I don't know who had which, but bro, I remember it's amazing as kids, but that was such a big deal. Like, when them boy got the
Yeah,
Jerry Stackhouses and the Grand Hills.
yeah. It was about sneakers back in the days. You know that,
Yeah, so you definitely was on it. So you was a guy from Bowman, but we're gonna start off. So you was born and raised in Bowman, or what's the scenario?
Born and raised in Bumble. My mother, she's from Atlanta. They actually moved back. They moved to South Carolina back in the early '80s, like '81 or so.
Okay,
Me and my brother, we came about like '85, '86. So that's why we from Atlanta. Our roots from Atlanta, but we're born and raised in Bumble. So
bro, I never knew that.
yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
love this episode.
My brother, he's actually the first. Quentin Jackson. He's the first one from South Carolina born here. I'm second. So yeah.
Okay. So it's just y'all two, or you got other siblings?
There's a few more. We're gonna keep it at that right
Okay, I got you. No respect. Okay, so you're born and raised in Bowman. Good life. So how was? I know you said we were talking about elementary. So if anybody had to ask, what would you think people say? How was Dante as a child? When I say child, I'm talking about like Like before school, were you a good kid, an active kid? What would you say?
I mean, I was probably a terrible child, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was terrible. Like I used to get suspended like from fourth to fifth grade. Like that was like a ongoing thing, bro.
Uh-huh.
It was trouble child, man. I mean, it wasn't nobody's fault. It was just me being active or
Okay.
just I don't know what you want to call it, but it was just me being a child, being a child. It was what it was. But as I got older, whatever I understood, I started playing football and
Yep.
kind of you get you start acting out in school or whatever. You got to deal with the coach after practice, so you learn how to get in line real quick. So when I started getting in the middle school and playing football and everything, I kind of got my attitude together and kind of
Okay.
focused and try to be a better person and player and everything in between. So
Okay, you did. Man, because even as a kid, man, I'm trying to think, bro, you was a stocky elementary kid. You was always thought you always had what I call an athletic football build. Because I remember back in the day, we was playing Killer Man in
yeah,
recess.
yeah. No, Dontrese is the man now. Dontrese is.
Not-
That boy, he was big and fast, boy. He was
shout,
big and fast.
shout out Don Tree.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, but Killer Man, it was a good time, man.
Uh-huh.
It teach you how to get rub some dirt on the wounds, man. Just keep
Oh
going.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, for
You know?
sure.
But I weighed 235 pounds in 8th grade, man. So yeah, I always was a bigger kid back in the
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? So
But you always cut. So how? Because see, by fifth grade, I left Bowman. So how
mm.
would you consider your? Because in middle school, we actually played against each other. Because I
I know
played
you
for Clark. You
remember.
played.
I know you remember. I know you remember now. Don't forget that. Don't remember. You remember that game. Did you play for Clark A or B? Correct me if
I
I'm wrong.
played for Clark A.
I broke out on y'all. That was my breakout game on y'all, boy. Believe it.
Hey, we won though.
Y'all won. Don't get me wrong, but y'all won that game. But yeah,
Yeah.
got you, man.
Okay. So one thing about Bowman is so I left I remember playing each other in middle school. So how would you describe? Because I want to start even before the recruiting process. So you're playing high school at Bowman. How would you describe your high school experience?
Um, it was checkered, man. Within 4 years we had 3 head coaches,
Wow.
man. Yeah, so like once you start a program, it ended, and you got to start a whole new joint. So we caught a real bad range when it came to Bowman, when it came to football or whatever. So, um, my junior year, my freshman and sophomore year, we had Coach Sammy Pugh, RIP, man. I love that coach to death. I love him to death, man. He
Yeah.
he's a great coach, man. He let me play fullback my freshman and sophomore year, man. Great
Okay.
coach. So Coach Johnson too, man. He was my running back coach. Troy Johnson. He's my running
Okay.
back coach. He was amazing. He used to work me out, man. He made sure it wasn't easy for me. Every day he made it a challenge. So, but I appreciate those years I played with those guys and do that in the mix of it. So yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes we need it. So I got a question. So do you feel as though even with your side, because you actually, because we know we will play ball, you actually have the build of I'm gonna say a Division I linebacker, Division I fullback. So do you think that if you actually had a consistent good coach all 4 years, that you probably went on to the next level to play ball?
I mean, if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But
Yeah.
sky's the limit, man. At that time, if you tied into a program, if you built into a program, if you all in on a program, you
Uh-huh.
give you all as a player and everything that you got. Like what I mean, some people play hurt because they built into that program.
Correct. Correct.
But I mean, I'm not saying play hurt this and that. Third. It's just if you all keyed in, sky's the limits, man. It just being that we switch programs every year or every other year, it was
You're right.
hard to lock into what was what, man. So
You're right.
and that's when I played. I had intentions of going in the NFL.